For Highland, this team, they are scoring in bunches. You think this is not the team from a couple years ago where we're going to keep you below 40 and just play lockdown defense. They can score with the best of them, and they're going to have to keep up with Timpview.
It is Arizona Peua going to jump it up against Maddie Eggington. And for Timpview, a lot of changes we're going to talk about throughout this game, but they're going to need Henemoa Aston, who averages 13 points per game, their leading scorer, to be that score tonight as well.
Yeah, she's not shy from shooting the basketball. I'll tell you, Katie Hansen is a really good three-point shooter as well. As first shot from Katie just off the mark there. But if the long ball goes for Timpview, it could be a really long night for Highland.
Is up the floor. This is Longy. Longy hands off to Lagate. And Lagate on the take and the finish. Sophia Lagate. And if I'm off on Lagate and the gate, I will own it. But I'm going to err on the side of Lagate. Somebody hit us up on Twitter if I'm wrong. I apologize if I am. Is going to go outside, Iyer, and then that shot is blocked. Good hands there by Sophia. At the free throw line, Edgington sent back out. Aston, floater won't go on the rebound taken by Sophia.
I'll tell you, this Highland team, I think the length of them is really interesting. They got a lot of size, and we've already seen one shot disruption. They maybe force a quick shot there from Aston on the runner as well. How does Timpview try to match up with that, with this guard-oriented lineup? How do they overcome that here in this Highland defense?
It is Ballin. Can't get that one to go. And the rebound to Timpview. And that little jumper won't fall for Aston, and the rebound cleared out by Peua. Strong take won't fall for Arizona, but an offensive rebound for Highland. Longy out of the corner, drive the base, put it up, and is fouled by Brooke Iyer. It'll be 2 free throws for Longy.
And I love the attack mindset there. Able to keep the possession with hustling to the basketball and found a nice drive there by Longy. Able to head to the line.
As that free throw won't go. It's head coach for the Highland Rams, Sala Asiata, takes over for Coach Schroeder, who won the state championship 2 years ago. Remember, he left right after that. Go out on a high note, as George Costanza says.
Yeah.
What? No one's quite certain of the delay here. And Longy hits the free throw, and it's 3-0 Highland. And that pass a little too tall, but tracked down by Aston. As Ballin now into the corner. Oh, and travel on Aston. And wipe off the three from Hansen.
But I'll tell you, that three went in, right? So Katie sees that. Her first look was a good look, just a little strong. That one goes in. See if they can build off of that. I'll tell you the piece that I think is going to be really interesting. Iyer and Edgington inside for Timpview. They do have good length in the block. They just have not gone to it real repetitively in contests, and today they may need to.
And that's Sophia Lagate for 3. And that's 5 points for Sophia in the early going. Ballin for 3. Won't go. The 3 ball not falling for the T-Birds. And Natalia could not find that one. I know it says Ballin, but remember Wallin. We said Wallin for all that tournament. Error on that one, too. I know Timpview football's got to be following us. Let me know. And all that drive and finish is Longy. And timeout Timpview. 5:03 left in the first quarter, an 8-0 start for Highland. You're watching the 2022 5A Girls State Basketball Tournament. And out of the timeout, see what Timpview's able to figure out. Dane is, and they've been punched in the teeth here.
This is a scary Highland bunch. You think about Region 6, Skyline, Olympus, Highland. Highland, your region champs. I mean, co-region champs with Olympus, but it's a talented roster. Play good defense, the length. We've seen that on display here early. How does Timpview try to disrupt that?
As they go to the high post, send back out to Aston. Aston skipped to Hansen. Katie float it, score it. And that gets Timpview going. You always have that one player, more than one sometimes, but you have that one that's just undaunted. That seems like Hansen here at the start, where other players have been a little jittery.
Yeah.
Hansen seems locked in.
I think she's really locked in, consistent. We saw Timpview versus Timpanogos earlier this year and had that same kind of approach. Very game work mentality, and it's good for Timpview.
Mata Peua. And it's an 8-point lead once again for Highland. Hansen off the angle, knocks down the three. She's game.
And not much of a contest there. I mean, she kind of got the ball. They were late to close out, kind of left her, and Katie makes them pay.
So Hansen now with 5 points.
Remember, had a three that got waved off, so she is shooting pretty confident here early.
And Longy going to draw the foul call on Aston. Bit of a delayed call there, but it'll be the first personal foul on Henemoa Aston.
Picks up her first, second team foul. At the line, Josefina Longy.
Longy hits the first free throw. Doesn't it seem like a decade ago we did the championship when she was a sophomore?
Yeah.
And number 2, Henemoa Aston.
Yes, it does.
In fact, she was a freshman. What am I thinking? I knew it was freshman.
I mean, Springville had that huge upset over Lehigh and thought, oh, it's Springville's, right? And then they got Springville.
That's right, and she was just a freshman.
Yeah.
And it's a 7-point advantage after Longy hits both her free throws. On the drive, send out. Hansen changes sides, and it comes off.
Good look, and I thought that was going to drop for Katie.
She is dialed in.
I tell you, she's getting good looks, too. I mean, I'm a little surprised that they've continued to let her shoot.
Makes me wonder if she's the former Timpview sharpshooter Nate Hansen's younger sister. As on the drive is Longy. Thought she'd get the foul call. Does not. Rebound tracked down by Brooke Iyer. Quickly ahead is Hansen. Hansen with Rams around her. Has that ball stripped away. Timpview, cross court. Aston pumps the three. Iyer.
I mean, as hard as it is to believe there could be multiple Smiths at school, there's no way there could be multiple Hansons.
Well, there are, in fact. They're swimmers. And I know it's not that family.
I couldn't resist.
I know there's the family of Hansons that swim, but there's a Kate Hansen in that family. So
yeah.
I'm just
checking them off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
As that runner goes, Sophia, 7 points in the opening quarter. Trying to go inside out. We got a foul on Highland as Kim Saili was trying to send that to the corner to Hansen. The foul goes to Longy in her first personal foul. As we're inside of 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
For the Rams, number 10, Maureen Clark.
And now a foul on the Rams again.
Number 11, Arizona.
And I believe, look, if Dusty can go to pedigrees, I can too.
Yeah.
Maureen Clark, I believe the younger sister of, remember, Paul Clark and Dewey Clark, football players at Highland.
Okay.
They all wore number 10.
Hey, good call. I was almost going to say Pembroke wore 10, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Vaguely. I'm not going to lie. Vaguely remember the Clark brothers.
I was their neighbor, so that helps a little bit, right? It seeps into the heart.
They lived in the Brickyard area, didn't they?
Yeah.
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 14-7 lead here for the Rams. As it's Longy, can't get that one to go. The board, did that not hit the shot clock?
No, it did not. It hit the top of the backboard.
Which is out of bounds as well.
No, it is not. It's only out of bounds if it goes over the plane of the backboard.
I thought that hit the shot clock too. Coaches from Timpview, I agree with you. Delay a game there on Highland. Also interesting, but Payua with the unconventional bounce off the top. Thank goodness we're not playing in the gyms with the strap that's in play. Made that way easy.
Then that bucket would not count.
Yep. Saili, that ball is popped out of bounds by Longy. We're basketball. We're going to go balling. Again, Timpview football's watching.
That's what I did.
If you say it's balling, just let me know.
When I did Timpview, I called it balling because it has to be in basketball. It has to be.
Iyer can't get that one to go with a rebound taken by Payua. Longy dribbles to the corner. Inside to Payua. Payua gets inside. Iyer, great move. Can't finish. Board and bucket. No. Comes off there from Wolfgram.
That's the kind of activity we've seen on the other rim all day long.
Yeah. The Hex is moved on a block by Payua. And she gets the roof chant as we got 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Payua steps into a three. Short. And the rebound taken by Sophia. Down the lane, and Wolfgram's pass is stolen by Iyer. 15 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Officials timeout.
Do we have blood? It almost looks like we've got someone who's ready to... I'm not quite certain what's going on here.
We do have someone being attended to on the sideline. Oh, there's some blood on the floor. So we have a player being attended to for blood. And get that off the floor so we can continue or finish this last 10 seconds.
We do have a jokey jokester off to the left of us.
He's trying to repeat what happened 2 years ago. Not quite there yet. 16-7.
This time tomorrow night, it might work.
And remember, it was Highland. Highland, Salem Hills.
No, it was Westlake Bingham.
Oh, was it Westlake Bingham?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember. I kind of blacked out. So
I thought it was Bingham.
We'll have a timeout on the floor with 10 seconds left in the first. And we'll be right back as they get this sorted out. Ten seconds left. Got the court taken care of. Timpview will have one final shot. Saila has that one.
She's out.
It's out of bounds, yeah. Foot was out of bounds. She touched the ball. The Timpview ball with 4.2 seconds left. Quickly inbound. Double team came. Saila going to force it up at the horn. No. Iyer's putback won't go either. And a strong first quarter for Highland. The Rams lead 16-7 over Timpview. You're watching the 2022 5A Girls Quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. And start of the second quarter. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with you in a 9-point lead for Highland, and there's a turnover. Here comes Timpview. Saili's pass, there's going to be a kick ball as Natalia Ballin just going a little too quick. Coach Haley Steed need to make a couple adjustments here at that first quarter.
I mean, you look at it, and I thought Katie Hansen had a pair of threes, but they've got Saili with 2 for Timpview, so that doesn't add up. I'm not quite certain
it should be
how the book is oriented right now.
Should be 8, unless they called one a 2.
That they would have to, right?
Oh, how about the move from Longy? Shot won't fall. Rebound taken by Wolfgram. Sends out for 3. Sophia can't get it to drop, and it's Aston coming out of the pile. Aston right down the lane, and then she's fouled. That'll be free throws coming the way of Henamoa Aston.
And if I'm Timpview, that's what I'm trying to do. All right, let's get out and run a little bit. Let's try to utilize some of our speed, our quick guard play. We talked about that. And try to get to the rim, draw some contact, and I like the idea there by the T-Birds.
And the first free throw good here for Aston. As Aston comes on. And both free throws good from Aston. Here comes Hansen.
We'll see as they'll update the board here. Yeah, they have Hansen with 5, so one of those threes must have been a 2.
As go inside. Peua gets that one to go. That's Mata. And a 9-point lead. Into the corner, Hansen pumped the 3. Step inside the arc and hits.
I'm telling you, one of the best pure stroke shots in 5A, Katie Hansen. And the incredible thing is, she only averages like 6.5 a game.
Unleash.
Right?
Unleash her.
Yeah.
They're going to have to. Then get back into this one. Down by 7. They hand back to Tukwafu. Peya going to be fouled. As that foul's going to go on Iyer. It's a nice, strong move there by Arizona Peua.
Yeah, I was really looking forward. We have not seen Highland in person, but I was really looking forward to seeing her tonight because with the length and her average, like, man, I think she's a really good player. And seeing her today, we've seen that. The athleticism, the quick moves that she's got. Obviously, the rebounding, she's been strong here for Highland.
So Iyer will come off the floor. And the second free throw good. As Kim Saili comes on for Coach Steed. Ball into the corner. Inside to Iyer. Back out. Ballin. Pardon me, Kim Saili a little strong on the 3. Probably that was Lena Ballin.
That's one where for me, I'm saying, hey, Iyer, I want you to go take that to the rim, try to get some contact, get some work inside. I think relying on that 3 too much, I don't know if that's going to work out for Timpview.
And nice job of staying patient on that take. Umu Tukwafu.
The thing I really like about this Highland team is they just take what's there, right? So we're going to work it inside. We'll utilize some of our size to our advantage. There's Peua.
It's front and back, and Arizona with the steal. This is a short break for Maddie Edgington. Longy comes off the screens. Has back to Clark. Strong take by Longy and out of the foul here to Timpview, and that foul will go to Kim Saili.
Foul is on number Saidi, her first.
Out of the corner, Longy, long on the three, and the rebound taken by Iyer. Now on the push with Timpview. So he just looks a little disjointed.
I think that plays to Highland's favor, right? With the length, you just don't ever let Timpview get set up. And again, the shooters from the T-Birds still looking to establish that rhythm here early.
Iyer gonna pull the trigger from the free throw line and off the mark. She wasn't quite set. And down the floor we go with the Rams.
Again, you see slowing things up here. Going to work at their own pace.
And there's a steal. Aston. Longy coming back. Aston laid up. No. Rebound to Hansen. She finds Iyer in the lane. Float it and score it. Defense leading the offense.
And for me, those are the kind of runouts if you're Timpview, right? Your quick guard play. Can you create a steal or two? Get on the run. A flock of T-Birds there. I know that's not a real thing, but give us latitude here. You know, to help convert it.
T-Birds fly together. You sign up, stop.
And I guess I could have said a convoy of T-Birds, but that wouldn't be appropriate either.
Oh, how about that tough angle for Umu Tukuafu. Didn't have to be easy, just needed to be good. Hansen off the mark. That ball tipped out by Longy will stay here.
Timeout.
And it'll be a timeout to Highland. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:44 left in the half. 10-point lead to the Rams. You're watching the 2022 5A Girls Quarterfinals on Game Night Live Rewind.
Full timeout.
So out of the timeout, 3:44 left in the half. Timpview turns it over on the inbound. Great play from Mata Peua. Highland has controlled this game from Jump Street.
Yeah.
Oh! No call. It's a turnover, and we'll go down the floor with Timpview. No block charge on that. Interesting.
Yeah.
They try to lob that inside. Edgington comes away with the loose ball. Saili sends out Hansen. Again, open for three. And off the front of the iron. It's online, just not dropping for Hansen. And Edgington with the steal. Edgington with the run out. Lagati giving chase. That's off a Timpview. That should be out their Highland ball, and it is. Off the hands of Edgington. And we'll go back down the floor with the Rams.
That ball kind of came up high and kind of drifted a little bit and allowed Highland to get a hand on that, deflect it out. So I've been impressed with Highland today, I don't feel like they've taken any plays off. I mean, they've just been locked in from the get-go.
So the Rams looking to extend on this 10-point lead. Wolfgram into the corner to Longy. Longy leaves it for Wolfgram. Goes up strong, can't get it to go. Edgington fought for the board. Wolfgram comes away with it. Peua into traffic, no.
Wow.
And a traveling violation.
I thought there would have been a couple of opportunities there for a call, but
I was going to call a scrum in a second. Aston sends out. Hansen didn't pull the trigger. It's sent out to Aston. She'll shoot the three, and it comes off. And again, Timpview, a one and done.
Just 13 points in this first half for Timpview. It's been tough going.
Longy, nice find. Peua backs her way in and scores.
It's a great job. Just that little step back creates the extra space for Peua. Highland able to do whatever they want.
Aston, mid-range Jade, no. And another rebound claimed by Highland, Arizona. Peua.
And look at this. All right, we'll just slowly walk it up. Tempo, everything right now favoring Highland. It is an uncustomary game for Timpview from what we've seen from them this year. This is not what we have grown accustomed to this year.
Yeah.
The outside shooting, the steals, the transition. A lot of things to adjust at the break.
Longy with the blow-by, blocked from behind by Iyer. No whistle again on the contact down low, and Timpview comes away with it. There comes the T-Birds. Lob over to Hansen. Quickly to the corner to Aston. Edgington. As Ballin turns that one over.
I mean, it's hard. Aston's their leading scorer, but we really, she had the possession for a bit, but wasn't looking for the shot. I mean, it just feels like, with the exception of Katie Hansen, who wants to take a shot right now for Timpview? I mean, everything just feels who's discombobulated.
And on top of it, who knows where they're going with the ball, right? Just kind of knowing their role. Is Aston going to force it down the lane, going to draw a foul, and it'll be Aston going to the line for 2 free throws. They got to drive with purpose, right?
And for me, look, I'll bump this up early in the production. Second half, it's got to start with the guard play. It's got to start with Aston, and that's, getting turnovers, getting out on the run, getting good looks from the perimeter. They have not been able to get her shots, and that needs to change. And so whether that's defense to offense or inside of a set, they need to get Hinamoa going.
It kind of feels like the boys' game, but here's 10 seconds left. Down, Highland leads by 10. Peua with 3 seconds. Peua tries to send across the key and does, and the lay-in as the horn sounds for Umu Tukuafu. And it's a 12-point Highland lead as we go to halftime. Highland 27, Timpview 15. You're watching the 2022 5A quarterfinals on your new home for online championships, KSLSports.com. Start of the third quarter, Dusty Lister, Dane Stewart with you here. And Dane, I mean, that first half could not have gone any better for the Highland Rams.
Well, they only shot 42%. They could have shot 43 or 44, but I know what you're saying. Look, it was a great half for Highland. You limit Timpview to just 17% from the floor. Only 2 players hit field goals from the floor. It was a great defensive effort. The boards were dominated by Highland, 22-12. on the glass. The only positive for Timpview is they were 6 of 6 from the line. 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. 4 of 23 from the floor. Hinamoa Acid, their leading scorer, 0 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 2 from long range. That has to change. And it's a team that has been built on creating steals and getting on the run. They've got 5 steals, Dusty, but the fast break points, they don't have any. And so the recipe has not been there. Can they change that in the second half? They're going to have to speed Highland up in order for that to happen, and I don't know if Highland is going to let them, but a good start here.
That was a great start as Brooke Iyer knocks down that little jumper, and it's a 27-15 game as Longi is back to Legate, sends back out. Peua skips off the 3, Edgington with the board, and now Timpview with a chance to cut into this double-digit deficit.
Got to execute here.
Aston's runner too strong. And Longi off the rebound, on the push, and didn't get the call. She hit the deck. Rebound still loose as Wolfgram is going to draw the reach in by Edgington. And that'll be Edgington's second personal.
You know, that's the tough thing. I mean, Aston taking that last shot, and we talk about the defense leading the offense and that speed that Timpview likes to play at. She's used to playing at that speed. It's just the length of Highland has made her shooting less consistent than what she's been accustomed to.
A 3 from Sofia Legate. And it's a 13-point lead. Iyer sends up top Aston. Now Hansen. High post Edgington. Looks opposite. And it's Iyer with the easy 2. And Timpview into the full court press. There's Wolfgram back out to Longi. Travel, yeah. Wolfgram picked up the ball and started running. Traveling violation, and it's Timpview basketball.
So Timpview's had a couple stops. We've said it in other games today. You got to get defensive stops first. Now you got to execute offensively. And what does Coach Steed dial up here to try to get that rhythm back for the T-Birds?
Aston now balling. High post to Iyer. Iyer looking for a 6-point of the quarter. No. And Wolfgram pulls down the rebound. So back down the floor, Legate looks. This is Mata Peua. Force it up. No. Gets her own rebound. Nice pass inside. Arizona can't get that one to drop. And on the run now with Timpview. Down the lane. Aston with the left hand.
Finally, right? That's what she brings. Her athleticism, ability to get to the rim. Again, you see Timpview, we're going to push the pace, the tempo, and Aston finally able to get the finish.
Legate blocked from behind, and Iyer collects loose ball. Here comes Ballin.
They're going to run again.
Hansen goes right to the rim and is fouled. There'll be a body foul on Mata Peua. It'll be 2 free throws for Katie Hansen.
Let me just make a quick call out here. We talk about Aston, the leading scorer. Hansen obviously hit a few jumpers early. Maddie Edgington, wearing number 5. She's one of those post players, her and Iyer. Maddie averages almost 8 points a game. She's not taking a shot yet. We've seen Iyer. She's had a couple of attempts. I would look to get the ball to Edgington and see if she can work that block and get you some good looks at the rim. I feel like that's been a piece today for Timpview they haven't been able to execute on yet.
So Hansen hits the first as Wolfgram and Peua come off the floor for Coach Asiata. And Hansen goes 1 of 2. And Timpview wants to travel, and I think they have a case tool possession. As here comes Longi. And that's off her foot, and that'll be Timpview basketball. So Timpview able to put pressure on and force some turnovers. Can they continue to make shots? Ballin. Aston back to Ballin on the corner and hits the 3. Natalia Ballin. And it's a 5-point game.
How about the job of Coach Steed? I mean, it's like the first half didn't exist. They look like a different bunch here.
This feels like that Jordan Lehigh game in the third quarter. Is Longy, no, blocked away by Edgington.
And look, she's running the floor. Reward her.
Inside Edgington. Iyer sent out, Ballin again. No, and the rebound taken by Peua.
It's a good look, an open look. Didn't miss it by much.
That's the one that gets the heart pressure up. Asiata takes a timeout. 4:09 left in the third quarter. Timpview making a run, down 5. You're watching the 2022 5A quarterfinals. .409 left in the third. And Dane, this Timpview defense is picked up, and so's their offense.
Yeah, it's one of the things we talked about, their defense leading to offense. And once again, is Highland starting to cool off here a little bit from that strong first half.
Sophia's a little strong on that one. Ballin comes off the dribble, and a little wild shot, easily collected by Longy. Longy to slow things back down.
Got to get across the timeline. It's like she knew, right?
It's like the quarterback that takes the play clock down to 2.
Yeah.
Peua, 4-3. Great answer by Arizona.
She has shot that confidently tonight.
Hansen in the corner, quickly inside Iyer.
Good quick ball movement.
And Iyer just took a little too long.
Yeah.
And Clark comes in, jump ball, possession arrow, belongs to Highland.
The purpose of that quick ball move is try to get the defense moving and out of position, but when you hold it, you hesitate, then all of a sudden that defense recovers, collapses down. The dual possession gives it back to Highland.
So Saili comes on the floor. And then Lena Ballin. Going downhill, and then we'll have a foul charge to Timpview. And that foul is charged to Brooke Iyer.
Second on the team. At the line, number 4, Mana Peua.
So Mata Peua misses on the first. We'll have another. With some nice plays in that first half. Had a bucket, rebound, and assists in just a limited amount of time on the floor. Short on the second. The rebound tipped out by Highland. Oh, they're going to say off at Timpview. Thought I might have gone off of Wolfgram, the official right there. Peua, double dribble. I promise I'm not picking on Highland. I swear. There's just interesting. Anyway, here goes Wolfgram. And throws that one away, and it is Timpview basketball. Are my eyes deceiving me?
You are down to 1, boy.
I mean, I took off and took like 3 steps where she passed it, and then that just. And the black and white, I thought maybe it was the Brooklyn Nets.
It's late for everybody, Dusty.
I think so. Aston, high post. And Iyer with the double and triple team around her. Kind of paralyzed, and but the foul will come on Highland. So that's Peoa's second personal foul on Arizona. So then battle on the baseline here with Timpview. A lot of teams are used to playing at 10 o'clock at night. At least not organized anyway. Hansen able to get it. Saili, wild drive and turns it over. Peoa stood her ground.
We talked about it. Really impressed with what we've seen from her tonight.
Longy breaks it down on the dribble, and she's fouled. That'll be charged to Aston. That'll be her second personal foul and 2 free throws coming the way of Josefina Longy.
Her second, 13th foul. At the line.
It's an interesting style for Highland, isn't it? It's like, yeah, we'll play at our tempo, but if you want to speed us up, we can play at that too.
Right.
It's It's interesting. It's almost like they don't care. They have a preference, but it doesn't really bother them to play another way.
Right. Well, and Longy's had that same way. Okay.
Yeah.
Take what you give me.
Yeah.
Stay nice and level-headed, and she hits both free throws. And a 9-point game. Timpview got it down to 5. And it's back up to 9. Aston goes back up top. Ballin. Saili. Kind of a wild drive and call out of bounds off of Highland. Ballin. Runner won't go. Wolfgram with the rebound, and then it jump ball, and possession arrow goes to Timpview.
Well, I think part of that's a bit of a save because I thought Timpview, the player, might have been out of bounds, which would have given the ball to Highland. But
I see.
Stays here.
Aston, 4-3. And it's a 6-point game.
Yeah. Again, breathing some life back into Timpview. You see them back into that press, but boy, no pressure. Highland able to deal with it easily.
Wolfgram left that one short. Rebound Edgington. Gets that to Saili. Or probably that's Ballin. And now Saili, another wild drive, and have a foul on Highland. And that will put Kim Saili at the line for 2 free throws. She's kind of taking the old school, I'm losing names here. Second, played for the Spurs. It's going to take me a second. From Argentina.
Oh, Manu?
Yeah, Manu Ginobili. Remember when he first came in the league, he just flew right down the lane?
Yeah.
And drew fouls. So Saili's kind of got the same idea. Hey, I'm just going to go right at him and get a foul.
I was thinking old Vinny. That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
you thought of old Spurs, and I was like, all right, we go old Spurs.
Way old. With Avery Johnson.
Back when they had teal and pink was in the color scheme.
Dennis Rodman was there with yellow hair. Saili goes 0 for 2. Loose ball, and now we'll have a foul. This will go to
Highland.
Highland. Okay. And then their call. That goes to Aston.
Third personal.
A big third personal. 1 minute left in the quarter. As Highland breaks the press, Wolfgram heads it back to Legati. Sophia gives that back. Angled 3, no. Rebound collected by Aston on the push.
You got numbers here.
Aston slowed it up. Saili's long two, no. Ballin sends out for three, and the second three of the quarter from Natalia Ballin.
Down to 4, close as they've been, Dusty, since the first.
Longy with 26. Sosafina going to draw the foul to Saili. It'll be 2 free throws coming away of Sosafina Longy.
The 15th foul on Timpview. Just one more to give for the T-Birds here. This Highland team, they've been pretty good from the line tonight. Although on the season has not been the most advantageous position for them.
Does this not feel like the run from 2 years ago?
It does, yeah.
We were arguing about a game, and I thought it was the Highland-Salem Hills game. I thought I remembered Highland win that game going away. Won it by 4, and off the rebound, Peua comes up with the extra possession. Timpview fell asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, you got a chance to get the ball back, get it down to 1 possession. Instead, Highland can expand this.
Sophia is fouled by Saili.
Number 22.
And just under 6 seconds to go.
6th team foul.
Sophia goes in. Peua losing track, 2 seconds. Shot the horn is off the mark. And we head to the 4th quarter, and it's a 5-point lead for Highland. Rams 36, Timpview 31. We got a good 4th quarter coming up. You're watching the quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. So, start of the 4th quarter, Dusty Litzer and Dane Stewart. As Sophia going to back things out. Here's Wolfgram. Goes inside to Longy. Double team comes. Hansen going to get hit with the foul. That could be Hansen or Iyer. And Hansen going to pick up the foul. And that's her first personal. I just thought she was pretty clean on the script there. So, Longy back to the line and knocks down the first. And hits them both. 7-point lead once again for the Rams. And Timpview keep clawing back. Ballin. Hansen open along the baseline, late in notice. Aston, Ballin again for 3. No. Rebound tipped out and taken by Wolfgram.
And Peua does a nice job just to tap that, keep it alive. Talked about the rebounding edge in the first half. That has continued here in half number 2 for Highland.
Arizona give it up to Sophia. As Longy and said it, Ballin out there with her. Comes off the screen. Longy sends out. Sophia can't track that down, and it's a Highland turnover. And we'll go back to the T-Birds.
She's expecting her teammate there to drift to the corner, and Agate is just staying at the spot, knowing she had an open spot there. Miscommunication leads to the turnover.
Edgington, now Iyer, little jumper, won't go. And another one and done. As quick rebound there to Wolfgram. That's Olaval. We have it wrong on our roster. That's her 15th rebound, Dane.
Oh my goodness.
Olaval. No points, 15 boards. So I'm going to apologize to Olaval. We got it in our book his Wolfgram. As Peua to the hole, no. And Olaval going to draw the foul on her 16th, or probably 17th rebound. And she will go to the line for 2 free throws.
That's pretty effective work on the glass there. Now, how about sportsmanship? Coach Asiata recognizing Coach Steed trying to call a timeout. Pointing to the official, hey, she wants your attention.
Got it. It's a full timeout. Just stay nice and calm. 5:50 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of View.
$5:50 left in the fourth quarter. So Olaval at the line. Looking for her first points tonight. As she has 2 free throws coming her way. And the first crawls off. And I'll have one more. And it goes 1 of 2. Not a bad line, 1 point, 16 rebounds. Ballin into the corner, Hansen pumped the 3. Katie with the floater, and she's fouled. 2 free throws coming away to Katie Hansen. I believe that was Olaval picked up the foul. No, it was going to go Peoa.
One of those where, Katie started 1 for 5 from long range in the first half, had a couple nice mid-range jumpers. Really felt like could have tried to feed her, get her going. And some missed opportunities. They were trying to kind of speed things up, get the tempo more to their liking. And I see Katie miss the first free throw there.
And Hansen goes 1 of 2. And Timpview back to the press. Sophia. And Clark reverses out. Back up top to Sophia. Hansen out there with her. Comes off the screen. Give it up to Olaval. Sophia for 3, and she drills it.
Boys.
Gone quiet since the third. Buries a 3.
Yeah, zone defense. They move that top over, and it leaves Legat open. Hard for the center to come out and close it. A big-time made 3 there for Highland.
Edgington misses on the shot. Iyer can't get the bunny to drop. And Longy, fortunate not to turn that over. Picks up the loose ball. Longy goes at Edgington, got around her, and then a foul to Edgington will put Longy at the line for 2 free throws. Got it down to 4, and it's threatening to go up 12. As Longy hits the first. It's Edgington's 3rd personal foul.
There's a procedure to be followed. You got to check in at the table.
I've never understood it. I think they mark how many times he came in, right?
It's a game of order, Dusty.
Well, remember they used to hold the cards back in the day? The player foul
No,
and stuff?
I do not.
Go back and watch the 1992 NBA films on the 92 finals. You'll see it. Before the scoreboards had it, they had the little paddles that would tally like the number and then team and the number of fouls. As a shot is good, Ballin. Another 3 for Natalia Ballin. 9-point game on the other end. Peua. Gonna draw the foul and go to the line for 2.
Tim Saidi for third. 10th team foul at the line for 2. Nada Peyoa.
First and fourth quarter is just different. So Peyoa hits the first.
That it is.
She rattles home the second. Yeah, Highland has shot their free throws very well.
Yeah. If I told you as a team they only shot 55% coming into the contest, they don't look like that. And it's not like they've been 90%. They've missed some, but they've been better than 50% tonight.
And, enough where you're not like, oh, this is going to hurt them.
Right.
Longy is fouled from behind. I wonder if the official didn't see that. She did.
Foul number 21. Tim Saidi, her fourth. At the line for 2. Josefina Longy.
So Longy back at the line for 2 free throws.
And, you know, how about the confidence of Highland? Timpview's trying to put pressure on, trying to generate a steal, and it's just ball control. We're just dribbling. We're comfortable. It's all right. As they earn a trip to the line, now timeout.
Well, this is game 8 of 8 on the day, which means our semifinal plate will be set. Will be full. The slate would be set. I said plate, so we're going to roll with it. So it'll be, most likely, if this holds up 12 points, Highland potentially, well, the winner of this game will take on Lehigh.
Yep.
We take a look at our bracket here. This game is still yet to be determined. We'll leave it open.
Yep.
Bountiful and Springville, this 5A tournament. Again, just from seeing the teams again today, it seems very fluid.
Well, I mean, someone's nailed the 5A bracket in their bracketology, Dusty, if this score were to hold.
Man, you always give me so much respect. I really do. All right, it's Dane. Dane has only missed one game today.
As a first one, I thought that was going to be a bad sign, an omen, but I'll tell you, I think 5A set up to have some really intriguing semifinals. We talk about tempo, Bountiful, Springville. Whose wins out? And then you look at this game, I think the length of Highland, it was one of the items for me is, can Lehigh overcome that? I think if they play like they did in the first, second, and fourth, they can. If they play like they did in the third, it might be a tough night for Lehigh, right? And maybe they recognize that third quarter as a chance to kind of come back together as a group. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out in the semi in 2 days. And coaches got 1 day to figure out their game plan and be back here.
So back here on Wednesday, and I mean that's also interesting. And right now, man, I just wish I would have seen Highland more at the moment. This feels like that team that made the run.
It does. 2
years ago. And the last year without a shot clock, take advantage of it. 3 of the 4 teams left in 5A.
And for me, the thing is it feels different. It doesn't feel like a stall.
Yeah.
It feels like a patient, right? We're gonna find our shot. We don't have to take yours or the one you force us to. Like, we're gonna work it and find the shot that we want. It doesn't feel like a stall to me, and I know some are like, it doesn't matter. It's 35 seconds either way. That's true. But I don't know that I feel like we've seen minute-long possessions from Highland either.
No. You're just not going to – you can speed them up. They're not going to play fast.
Right. I mean, even that. You know, that Timpview press has led to a lot of buckets for them over the course of the year. And Highland is just like, yeah, we're fine. Pass, pass, pass at the rim.
And they have absolutely owned the boards. That's without Olival. Olival is on the floor. Or probably it is actually Longy. I apologize.
Yeah.
Olival's got 17, I think.
Yeah.
16 or 17 boards just on her own. As that free throw is good.
I mean, for perspective, right now, Edgington's on the bench for Timpview. But this Timpview lineup, the 5 players on the floor have 17 rebounds. Right. That's how many Olival has by herself.
And 10 of them are with Iyer.
Yeah. Highland dominated the glass in the first half. They've dominated it in the second.
So 3:41 left in a 12-point game. Aston having a hard time getting that ball. Saidi Back to Aston. Can't pull on the 3, and then the foul going to be charged to Arizona Peua. That'll be 1-on-1 free throws.
Did he signal 2?
Oh, they called it on the shot. They were quick to the draw on the button there. As Aston knocks down the first. 10 points now. The first T-Bird hit double digits. And now with 11. Again, they find Longy up the sideline. Longy inside out. Peua back to Sosafina. Lob inside. Hansen was there. Can't save it. And we'll stay here with Highland as they lead by 10. Sophia lost that ball out of bounds. We say off of Timpview. And we'll stay with the Rams.
I'll have you know, Dusty, some people are keeping score of our brackets.
Hey, remind this certain person I picked them to win the whole thing. That's all I'm worried about. Let's go inside of 3 minutes left. That ball is off of Peua, and we'll go back down the floor with Timpview.
I'll let him know, but
they are right. They are right. As a timeout on the floor. 2:50 left in the fourth. 10-point game. We'll see if Timpview can keep climbing back into this one. Full timeout on the floor. We'll be back. So out of the timeout. There's a 10-point game. 2:50 left here in the fourth. Timpview clinging to hopes. Ballin. Back up to Hansen. Back to Natalia. Pulls for 3. And our fourth 3 was in and out at least 2 times there. And now a jump ball. Possession belongs to Highland.
Man, it doesn't get any closer than that, Dusty. Thought that was going down. It would have been a big shot. Talk about this game feeling a little bit like the Jordan-Lehigh game.
Yeah.
And it's played out that way. The third quarter, oof, that's awfully close.
And now Longy able to keep the dribble somehow.
I don't know how she came away with that.
Olaval goes cross court. Peua. And that's looking for Olaval. She has it. Goes back out to Sophia. And now finally the foul from Natalia Ballin. They put Sophia at the line.
Number 1, Natalia Ballin. Her first
There was like 5 potential turnovers in that whole possession.
at the line shooting 2, Sophia Legate.
As the free throw is good. And it's back to a 12-point game as Hansen inside to Saidi. 3 on the way, and that one has no doubt Natalia Ballin, her 4th 3 of the night. As Longy breaks out, but going to go to the free throw line. And again, Highland, much like that tournament 2 years ago, I keep harking back to it because it's so much like this. Did not cough it back up the free throw line. Got close, but just didn't.
You know, and for Timpview, it's one of those where a tough start, and then you're having to dig out of it, right? And just hard to stop this Highland offense with how efficient they've been as you're trying to make that comeback and all the energy. And I mean, we've talked about it, but that's the difference. I mean, how many offensive boards they had off of free throws and shots. And, you know, there's a saying, and I do believe it, rebounding is about desire.
Yeah,
it's about want. And, tonight, Highland has wanted it more. It's
want
just
to,
felt
need
that
to.
way. Yeah.
Want to, need to, have to. As that will, Kim Saili fouls out.
You know, one of the greats said, "Deal from your have to." No?
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, the Rocket.
Yeah, the Rocket.
Yeah.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Chet Stebbin. And then we're going to have a lane violation on Nolaval. Oh, was it a foul or was it a lane violation?
I think there was confusion. I thought the indication looked like a foul. I think the partner did as well. And now we're just getting exercise. We'll head back down.
So still a 10-point game, just inside 2 minutes left. And Ballin goes over to Aston. Aston pulls for 3, and the contestant maybe even blocked. That'll be Timpview ball with 1:35 left. Is Highland on the brink of going back to the semifinals after a 1-year hiatus?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll tell you this. There's a reason why the old adage is defense wins championships. We've seen that from Springville, Highland, and we'll see if those two can continue on that pace in the semis.
Edgington did not see Paiu coming in there for the steal as Aston picks up the foul. Number 4 on Aston. Will walk the other end of the floor as Sophia will go to the line for double bonus free throws.
At the line, Sophia Legate.
So day 1 going to be in the books. 8 games today. We're going to rest up, come back. 8 games tomorrow. We're joined by really the who's who of Utah High School basketball for the most part in the next couple of days. Is Brian Alfrey going to join us tomorrow? Rob Ross, the head coach of Lone Peak, going to join us tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and announce it. Casey Walkenhurst of Farmington is going to join us on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then Chad Sims, the state championship head coach from Davis, going to join us on Thursday.
Yeah.
Game TBD.
We got a few others as well.
Yeah.
So working on solidifying.
As Edgington is fouled, and she'll go to the line looking for her first points tonight. But 6-8 tips off tomorrow.
17 foul. At the line for 5.
And hopefully Dusty has as good of a day today as Dane did today. My goodness gracious, goes 7-1 on the day.
Yeah. Look, I took region and state in football. And Dusty, I'm looking for the clean sweep in girls and boys.
Oh, man.
Of course, my boys took a hit today.
Yeah.
ALTA.
Yeah. HAWK.
LOST.
As here's Longview. We hear 1 minute left here in the fourth quarter. It's been a fun day from the Huntsman Center. And now timeout to Coach Asiata. We'll take it with him. 1:02 left in the fourth, about the closing seconds. When we come back. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. An 11-point lead for the Rams. And Sophia go in the backcourt to get it. Peua throws that one away, and it'll be, off at Timpview. Not much of a protest there from any of the T-Birds. Coaching staff didn't agree, but the girls didn't fight it. Sophia then fouled by Natalia, and it'll be, we'll get the name down. I remember thinking I need to ask you the little things in between games, but Sophia, I want to say Legati. It could be Legate. And those of you who've seen a certain movie, Caleb Decatu, but it was Caleb Dakota. Or he thought it was Caleb Dakota, it was Caleb Decatu. So I don't want to fall into one of those.
Yeah. Unfortunately, look, we try to cover as much as we can. Having not covered Highland, this is the first time we've had to say a lot of these names. And so we're kind of learning on the job here.
We'll be pros by Wednesday as Hansen floats it and scores it. Gets her into double figures as the year's going to come to an end for Timpview. As long as you want to put on a little bit of a show there to Olival. And how about Olival? 17 rebounds, 1 point, 1 assist.
I mean, that's like Windex worthy. I mean, that's cleaning glass at another level.
Well, you were talking about
that's
the Spurs.
ammonia-free window cleaner there.
You were talking about the Spurs with the neon peak. Man, that's a Rodman line. That's a dream Rodman line. As
although no technicals.
Peua got that one to go. 13-point win here for Highland. The Rams goes back to the semifinals with a 59-46 win. Dane, your final thoughts and a selection of a Highland Associates player of the game.
Well, look, I thought Highland came out so well. We said in the early going, if Timpview hits threes, it can be a good night for the T-Birds. If they don't, it might be tough. And they didn't hit enough early on. I think that really created the distance for Highland as they sailed in this one. So many different players you could go for here with player of the game. Man, I don't even know. I'm going to go with Arizona Peua. I thought the senior today, number 11, had a really good game, 10 points, 6 rebounds. I know, it wasn't the 17 rebound performance. She also wasn't the leading scorer. She did a lot of really good things. We could throw in Legat there. I think she had 19 points, and I will throw in 16 rebounds for that as well. So we got a trifecta of Rams as our players of the game.
I love it because there's all little things that help get the win today for Highland, and for Timpview another strong year, but comes to an end here at the hands of the Highland Rams. Again, the final score of the Highland Rams 59, Timpview 46. Our players of the game: Sophia Legate, Arizona Peua, and Olival.
Yeah. So, most of the starting lineup. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. 3 out of 5. But again, 8 games down today, 8 games tomorrow. A lot of fun. We'll be here all week long. 20 more to go. But for Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching the 2022 5A Girls Quarterfinals on KSLSports.com.